Hey, what's up? I'm Blair. Let's do a spring garden tour. We can start here with, this is I call Fruit Island. I've got some sea kale here, and this entire plant is edible. These little broccolis are actually really good. You can just eat them raw. I haven't had much success cooking the leaves. They're a little tough. Um, I'm using a backyard orchard culture strategy here for these 4 apple trees. I have a Melrose, Pristine, Honeycrisp, and Williams Pride, I believe. And you can see here, they are planted about 2 feet apart, and the centers are pruned out for the most part. And that allows you to get multiple apple types, varieties in a small space. You just got to make sure that their bloom times are overlapping. And the fruit set has been pretty strong this year. I'm gonna have to thin these like crazy because it will break all these little tiny branches. I usually try to do 1 to 2 apples per set. And I do get plum, curculio, and apple maggot fly pest pressure here. So I'm gonna spray these with kaolin clay once the fruit gets to be about thumb size. And as you can see, some of them are still flowering. Here I have a gooseberry. I think this is Hinomaki Red, if I'm not mistaken. I took it from stool layering last year. This is a Tillamook Gumi. This is also called Carmine, and this does have the largest fruits, and it's not nearly as thorny as Red Gem and others. I think Sweet Scarlet's the other one I have. All of these are Egyptian walking onions, and you can eat them just like an onion or a green onion or a scallion. They get these top sets, and let me see if I can find one. The top sets will come on here, and then it'll fall over and replant itself, and it kind of walks itself through the garden. And these are a fantastic perennial onion, and as you can see, they're fairly prolific. That's Jack. He keeps the squirrels at bay. This is a Pluary. I haven't actually had fruit yet, and I planted it 3 years ago. I do have some fruit set somewhere. There's one. There we go. So we'll see. This is an archway of Arctic kiwi. I have a male on this side, and this is, I'm sorry, it's not Arctic, it's hardy. This is Anna on this side. I planted these a few years ago. I've heard it takes 7 or 8 years to fruit. The male looks like it's gonna have flowers this year, but no luck on the female. These are my pawpaws. This is Allegheny. And you can see some fruit set. I can get my camera to focus. You do have to have another variety to set fruit, and I did hand pollinate these somewhat to get a better fruit set. Raccoons ate my pawpaws last year, so we'll wait and see. This is another pawpaw. It did not flower, and neither did this one. They're a little bit younger. I have a black currant in front of the pawpaws, and this is going to have some good fruit set this year. There's another Gumi. I think this is Sweet Scarlet. This is a Che fruit. I did not get fruit last year. It's grafted on Osage Orange. I have some elderberry mixed with some comfrey, and I think that's mojito mint. 4 or 5 elderberries, and then these are honeyberries mixed in, and this is a bush cherry. This is actually a sucker of another bush cherry that I transplanted. I have some blackberries here, and they're starting to fruit, or flower at least. This is what I call the 5 banger apple. It's 5 apples grafted on one. It's got quite a bit of fruit this year. And this is the oldest tree that I planted in 2020, I want to say. I've got gooseberries around it to try to, these are thorny. I'm hoping they'll protect against some predators. Jack is sniffing blue indigo, or false blue indigo. That is a nitrogen fixer. And I have chives and gooseberries and some yarrow. I think I have brown-eyed Susans on the other side. This is a fig that I healed in last year, which I cut the roots on one end and then I folded it down and buried it. And that appears to have helped. It's getting some leaves on the top end growth. This is Chicago hardy fig. My other figs I cut to the ground and covered in wood chips. It's a Turkish rocket. Again, you can eat the broccolis on these. This is a perennial vegetable. This is my Wellington black mulberry. Year 5. I'm about to get dive bombed by some robins. They have a nest in the Asian plum tree, and I'm a little bit nervous about walking up on it. Here they come. Oh, Jesus. This has quite a bit of fruit set. I'm using these Clemson bags to try to protect against plum curculio and whatever else. Jeez. They do not want me to be near there, so I'm just gonna walk on. I got it. I have a couple of honeyberries. This is Strawberry Sensation, and that has the biggest fruit of the honeyberries I'm growing right now. I think this sign is covered by my comfrey. I have a couple of jujubes. This is Lang. Lee has done a lot better. I think I buried this one or planted this one too deep. Another gumi. You can see kind of a strategy. I have nitrogen fixers between fruit trees. And this is a so contorted jujube. This is Jostaberry or Yostaberry. I apologize if I'm pronouncing that wrong. This is a cross between a black currant and a gooseberry. And if you eat it when it's not dead ripe, it is super sour, but it is amazing if you get it at the right time. And this is a really easy pest-free plant. A couple honeyberries around a quince. The quince is flowering this year. I may get fruit. It has not fruited yet. Another gumi. This is a sweet cherry. It has not been a good tree. I got it from Costco. It's the first tree I planted, and I think I've gotten 3 cherries off of it. I think it does have some fruit set this year, so we'll see. Thanks for watching. If there's anything else you'd like to see,